Hi all, welcome to J Games, special episode of J Games. Today I'm just raising awareness about autism. As you know, in our very first video we ever posted, we said that Jackson has autism, and you may have noticed some of that in our videos. If you don't know what autism is, autism spectrum disorder is a lifelong developmental disability. With social and communication skills. Um, Jackson wasn't diagnosed till he was 3, so he had 3 years of not knowing what was going on and these meltdowns and all sorts of behaviours that we weren't quite understanding. And me myself, I was a young parent myself. I was 19 when Jackson was born. Um, the exact cause of autism is unknown. Um, Research shows genetics is a factor, but we don't really know that many. Classic autism affects 4 times as many boys as it does girls. Um, it's found within all races, all nationalities, um, everywhere around the world. In my country, in New Zealand, we have approximately 65,000 New Zealanders out of about 4 million people. So it's about 1 in 66 people is diagnosed with autism in my country. When Jackson was diagnosed, we managed to get support from support groups and take some classes to know how to manage the behavioural traits of Jackson and try to improve ourselves in the way we parented. But it was very difficult. The most difficult thing for us was definitely bedtime. Jackson, just as a baby, never took a nap. I swear to you, never took a nap. Ever. Even from 0-year-old to 5-year-old. No nap. Every other kid in the world loves a good nap. He never took a nap. And then bedtime would roll around and he would kick and scream and he would just not want to go to bed. And we would be up till 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 in the morning just trying to get him to go to sleep. And he's got kindy at 8 in the morning. And it's like, oh. And he finally goes to sleep at 6 and he wakes up at 7:30. We wake him up at 7:30 and he's fine. He's got energy to burn and we're just like, oh, so tired. But that seems to have, as he's got older, he's become more and more able to go to bed. It hasn't become such an issue. He's going to bed on time now that he's now 8. We had problems up until about 6 or 7 with that. Once he hit school when he was 5, we got a lot of organisations help with teacher aides and social workers, and this, we got a speech language therapist in there. Some, Jackson's language isn't exactly clear all the time. Sometimes words come out a little funny and you might have some difficulty understanding them. That has actually improved dramatically in the last couple of years, especially since we had a speech language therapist in place for a term or two at school. Yeah, so people with autism, they look no different to you and me. You wouldn't recognise it unless you were told. You'd probably see, if you saw a kid having a autistic meltdown, you'd probably think that kid's a brat, rah rah rah. But really, what's going on is that kid's autistic, and there's a lot more at play than what's going on. We've had to explain to other adults and people that, you know, my son does have autism. Cut me some slack. Um, but yeah, if you want to learn more about autism, you can check out my country's autism organisation page. The link is here, and I'll put it in the description below. Um, you can check out everything you need to know there. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to fill you in on some things about autism. Um, it's a lifelong thing. Jackson will have it forever, and yeah, hope you all can look into it and raise awareness for it because it's not well known. Alright, peace out, y'all. Thanks for listening.